Yeah, this leg injury has been a nightmare for me, but it's going good now. It's going great, actually. Tore patella, broken meniscus, both sides. Most people know what happened.
You can put him reaching. ¡Ah! Casi lo saca. Vamos, Rich. Ya lo tiene. Bien, Rich. ¡Oh!
¿Te imaginas, verdad, no? Imagínate. ¿Te imaginas que él fuera González?
¡Oh!
Se va Israel.
Yeah, are you okay, Rich? Really?
Sí.
You're right? Really? You want the doctor to watch your foot?
And basically, when the patella tendon tore in half, it's never a clean tear. It's always, there's little frayed edges and so forth, and they have to cut off the frayed edges. And then they have to stretch the tendon together and reattach it. And I didn't have surgery for 2 weeks after the injury. So my tendons, shrunk up. And in order for them to get those tendons together, they weren't sure if they were going to be able to do it. And they did it, obviously, sewed it together. And when I woke up, I was in tremendous pain. And they told me I'm going to have pain for months. And I was supposed to be in and out of the hospital in 1 day. I was there for 4 days. So it's definitely complicated surgery. And they told me that they weren't sure if I was going to have 100% mobility, which in my head, saying they're not sure is basically you're not going to have 100% mobility. That was my thoughts. But I'm glad to say that I do have 100% mobility, flexibility. I can touch my heel to my glutes just like I could before. So that's great news. And also at this, it's been 3 months since surgery and I'm way ahead of schedule. I shouldn't be able to stretch it that far. And also the doctor had told me that I would not even be able to attempt this leg extension for 4 months. Not even attempt it. He said, you can't even attempt that. You will tear the patella tendon. Can't do anything. 3 months, obviously I can do it. So, I'm not trying to, prove anything or whatever, but, I want to get healed up. So I'm doing everything I can, and I've probably done too much, and I was doing even more. And I backed off because I saw the doctor recently about a week ago, and he had told me that all the nerves in my knee are dead, and I have no feeling. And this is all, I don't feel this is numb. And he said, when you're training, he said, you're not going to have any pain at all. So you're going to have a tendency to want to up the weight and keep going because you don't feel any pain. Hey, no pain, it's good, let's keep going. And he said, you will tear your patella tendon. He said, it's very common for people to re-tear them because of that reason. He said it takes a lot longer for the nerves to come back. So I didn't know that. My other doctor did not tell me that about my nerves, just not working. So I had no idea. So I've slowed down in what I'm doing. I was leg pressing, I started with, 0 weight and I worked up to, about 180, 200 pounds and it felt good. So I kept going up. And, after having that talk with him, I actually haven't trained my legs since then. And this morning I actually did the step mill and that felt good. The step mill, the range of motion isn't that deep. And so there's less chance of tearing the patella, the less range of motion. So that felt really good. When I started therapy, it was kind of a joke. I'd sit there and wait and, drive all the way to wherever and wait. And then I'd go in and I'd sit down and, they basically would have me, they'd say, okay, straighten your leg. And they say, can you flex your quad? And I'm looking at them like, I don't know, do you think I know how to flex a quad or do you think you need to teach me? Jesus Christ. So I said, let me try to flex. Let me see if I know how to do it. Is this right? And they're like, wow, you're pretty good at that. I'm like, oh yeah, So that was my exercise, was to flex my quad 10 times and then rest a minute. Flex my quad 10 more times and rest a minute. And then basically, good job, Rich. You did great today. Go home and ice it. And I'm like, okay, I just drove all the way over here. I sat and waited and this is what I got. Flex my quad 10 times. So I hate to say the truth. The truth was I said, fuck this. I'm not going to therapy. This is a waste of my time. So I started basically, just doing exercises that I knew, were not going to injure my knee. And I would, I'd slowly just lift my leg, slide it out. Lift my leg, slide it out. And at first it hurt and it was hard. And I couldn't go that far. My range was like this, But actually, every day I would just get a little bit more until I was coming all the way to here. And so it went really good. And I'm basically now, like I said, I'm doing the step mill and I'm doing some squats on a bench, but my range is at 90 degrees. I'm keeping it Not quite 90 degrees because that's the danger zone, below 90 degrees. And it's going great. And I'm excited, I'm happy, and I'm gonna be back. And also another thing I realized is part of the leg injury was due to the fact that I wasn't training my quads. And you know how I brag about, I don't train quads, fuck legs, blah, blah, blah. You know, it kind of bit me in the ass, honestly. And you know, at one time I had 34-inch thighs and I hated the way they looked. You know, I have short legs as it is, you know, and I just look like a square, you know, walking around, weeble wobbling back and forth, you know, like this. And you know, I felt unathletic. I felt if someone pushed me down, it'd take me 10 minutes to get up, you know, and that's just not me. You know, I like to have my flexibility. I like to move, you know, I like to be able to play basketball, do things. And those legs just held me back from everything, from running, from playing basketball, from anything. So, but the point is I took it a little too far, and not training legs was not the right way to go. And I need to still train my legs regularly. I just don't have to squat 600 pounds. My problem is my legs grow super quick. My legs will get big for around the life cycle. So, but I am gonna start training my legs as soon as I'm ready, 100%, because the injury probably would not have occurred if I had been training my quads and hamstrings, because the muscles were weak, and I have, you know, 290 pounds on these weak muscles, you know, and I'm moving around, my body's shifting, and, you know, just one wrong twist, you know, and that muscle's not gonna support that knee joint, and, you know, tore the patella. So if I had been training legs, I probably wouldn't have had this injury. So, lesson learned, you know, I got my kick in the ass for, you know, bragging about how I don't train legs. So, you know, live and learn. So I will be training legs, not like a bodybuilder, but, you know, I'll be training them. And I'm on my way back, and I'm weighing about 285 right now with skinny legs, skinnier than they've ever been in my life. I was born with bigger legs than I have now. So, but, you know, so as soon as those legs start growing, I'm probably gonna be up over 300 pounds. Not where I wanna be, but so be it, you know. What I can't control that. I like to work out, and I like to kill it in the gym, and you know, if I'm 300 pounds, I'm 300 pounds. You know, I'm not trying to be 300 pounds, but I enjoy my workouts so much, and I enjoy what I do. Whatever happens with the results is what happens. You know, I do it more because I enjoy it more so than the results I'm getting in the gym. A lot of people go to the gym to look good. They go to the gym pressing to other people. They go to the gym because they have to. They go to the gym because it's healthy. I simply go to the gym because I enjoy it and I love it. You know, and whether I got results or not, I would still be going every day. It's something I enjoy doing. It's like golfing on the weekends. You know, guys like to golf, I like to work out. So anyway, I just want to let everyone know an update on how I'm doing. And I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be better than ever. And I'm looking forward to it.